Mix 94.7 KMCH. Well, here we are on our Guest of the Day segment, and we have a special guest in the studio with us this morning. Local performer and has a pretty cool job coming up this Thursday night with Justin Moore. Caitlyn Wolfe. How you doing today, Caitlyn?
Good. Thanks for having me out.
I got to make sure I get the right microphone turned on. There we go.
They can hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Perfect. Yeah. Good morning.
All right. So first of all, where do you call home here?
So here in Iowa?
Yeah.
So I currently kind of live in Durango, Rickardsville, Dubuque area.
Okay.
Up there.
But you grew up in Buchanan County.
I grew up between Marion and Kewaskum.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So tell us a little bit about how the music thing got started for you.
You know, I think I've always been a singer and a performer. There's pictures of me when I'm 3 years old holding big microphones and singing along to things. But as in terms of my own band, I didn't get started till I was 21. So about 5 years ago.
Okay. And your influences, who did you listen to a lot starting out, and has that changed at all? Or are you pretty much sticking with the country genre?
My first two biggest influences were Gretchen Wilson and Cher.
Oh, cool.
So you probably don't get that a lot, but I like big, powerful women voices. Ooh, Ann Wilson from Heart. I'm another big fan of hers as well.
No doubt. So you just recently moved to Nashville.
I did.
And probably haven't been there long enough to really get settled in, but at the same time, you had to come back and do a couple pretty cool shows here.
Yep. So I just moved down there about a month ago, but I came back into Iowa I did Benton County Fair about 2 weeks ago, and I have obviously Buchanan County Fair on Thursday. Then I'll go back to Nashville.
Right. And you've been working on songwriting?
Lots of songwriting.
So why don't we have you play one here for us real quick?
Okay.
For those of you who aren't watching on the video stream, Caitlyn did bring her guitar. So we're going to have a little bit of live local music today on the morning show. Go for it.
All right. We're going to do a little bit of a traditional sounding song that I released in October, and it's called Leave Me Slow. I know you're leaving. It's been over for a while. I know you gotta do what you have to and what you need to, and I can't be mad at you for following your heart. But could you leave me slow? Give me a chance to replay all the kissing in the moonlight, all the fun we had before the fights. Oh, you can leave me if you need to, but before you let me go, do me a favor and leave me slow. I'll leave the door open and I won't hold you back. If you found someone better, got out of your shell, who am I to keep you all to myself? So go on and go. But could you leave me slow? Give me a chance to replay all the kissing in the moonlight, all the fun we had before the fights. Oh, you can leave me if you need to, but before you let me go, do me a favor and leave me slow. Do me a favor and leave me slow.
All right. Caitlyn Wolfe in the studio with us this morning. Nice song there. So where are you getting your songwriting inspiration from?
You know, I try to write a song a day.
Wow.
That doesn't mean they're all good, because they're definitely not. That last one I wrote after my grandpa passed away during COVID. So not from COVID, but during that time frame. So, you know, we knew it was going to kind of happen. He was sick for a while, and he wasn't doing very well. So I started thinking about all the memories and the times we shared. And I just kept thinking, I know you're leaving, but if you could just leave me a little slower,
Oh, wow.
then we could kind of remember and go back and think about all the good times. That's kind of the place I'd like to be.
That song just got a whole bunch better even by having you tell that story. That is wow. That's great.
Yeah.
So you actually, schooling wise, let's talk about you actually went to
Sure.
school for business.
Yeah, so my master's is in business. My undergrad's in psychology.
Wow, that's quite a combination, especially going into the music business, right?
Yep.
Definitely going to need a little bit of both.
I think so many people think that they're so different from music and even from each other. It's like to me, it's like to the business side. But honestly, it's so helpful because psychology at its core is how people think the way they think and why they think the way they think. And I think understanding that really helps you as a songwriter, because the ultimate goal as a songwriter is to connect with your audience. So if you can understand how people are feeling and empathize and sympathize and turn that into a song, like we just talked about with this last song, like that's going to break way more barriers. And even if that song connects with one person, that's a success to me.
Wow. Very, very cool. That's awesome. So, and do you have time to do anything else other when you're, now that you've got a lot of moving going on and getting settled in and stuff?
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not playing music?
So I work a lot. Right now I work for an ICC, so Northeast Iowa Community College in the admissions area, which there's one locally in here in Manchester. And I also like to spend time with my family. I have 5 siblings, so do a lot of that and hang out with my friends. For a long time, I was bartending. I stopped bartending before COVID, but kind of miss that. You get to meet a lot of different people and make new friends that way. But for now, I try to write more songs and write more songs and write more songs, and then maybe do a little performing.
Very good. And you like to get the guitar out at the family events and then gather the kids around?
I do.
I saw the picture on Facebook.
Yeah. I think it's so fun when you can just unplug and play in such like an intimate, kind of chill setting. It's so different than obviously like the fair kind of gigs. They're both so exciting and fun, but for the complete opposite reasons.
Cool. Now you've got a whole CD that you recorded?
I did put out an album, in 2017.
Okay.
So it's mostly songs that I wrote in high school and a little bit of college. And I put out 2 singles since then. So the one I just played, I just released back in October. And then I released a song last Friday, and that one's called Let's Drive. So hopefully we'll see. Maybe I'll work on another EP, or I might just keep dropping singles whenever I feel like it.
Well, can you play the new one for us?
I could probably do that.
All right, super. Caitlyn Wolfe with us in the studio this morning on the Mix 94.7 KMCH Morning Show.
All right, so this one, hopefully you can find some similarities in here, because I wrote this about summers growing up here, and you'll hear a little shout out to the Wapsie and things like
All right.
So, all right. You're tired of these dark days. I'm getting tired of the same old same. We gotta get out of here, find ourselves someplace where the sun's shining and the skies are clear. I'm longing for adventure, a cold drink or 2, and let's ditch this mundane 9 to 5. I wanna feel alive. And let's drive till we find sunshine. Roll the windows down, turn dolly up, and sing along to every line. Let's drive till we find sunshine. No turning back, leaving those dark clouds behind. Let's drive. Let's take a trip to the Wapsie, float down and get crazy. Maybe head up a county fair, sway to the music, throw away our cares. Well, let's drive till we find sunshine. Roll the windows down, turn dolly up, and sing along to every line. Let's drive till we find sunshine. No turning back, leaving those dark clouds behind.
All right. Very nice. Caitlyn Wolfe with us.
Yeah, so we're playing that acoustic because if you ever listen to the recording or if you hear it live on Thursday, we'll play it with the full band. It's got so much drum and guitar solos that you don't obviously hear with just an acoustic.
All right. Very cool. So some pretty high energy stuff is what we can expect.
Definitely.
Thursday night.
Get the party started.
Buchanan County Fair opening for Justin Moore, and then afterwards in the beer garden. Am I correct?
Yep,
Very
absolutely.
Good. How can the folks find out a little bit more about you and your music?
You can find me on all sorts of social media. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can go to my website. All of it's under Caitlyn Wolfe Music.
All right. Very good. Well, very cool that you came over to visit with us today, and good luck tomorrow night. Good luck to you in Nashville. I can't wait to check in with you down the road, and we'll do this again.
Hopefully I have some good things to share then.
All right. So Caitlyn Wolfe with us today on our Guest of the Day segment, brought to you by Bill Thomas Farm Bureau Financial Services. 8:21, we'll look at sports in just a moment.
Did you know here at Regional Medical Center,